The rifle shot echoed across the frozen valley. Sarah fell to her knees, not from a bullet, but from exhaustion. Behind her, 3 small faces peered from beneath a tattered blanket. Ahead, smoke rose from a distant ranch. It was now or never. 2 weeks ago, Sarah had everything: a home, a husband, hope. Then Jacob's drinking turned to fists. His fists turned to broken bones. When he threatened to kill their children to teach her a lesson, Sarah knew: stay and die, or run and maybe live. She took the children in the dead of night. Jacob took his horse, his guns, and his rage. Now, freezing and starving, Sarah stumbled toward the only light for 50 miles, the ranch of Daniel Cross, a widower who hadn't spoken to another soul in 3 years. His wife had died giving birth. The baby followed 2 days later. He'd locked his heart away with their graves. When Sarah pounded on his door, he opened it with a shotgun. "Please," she begged, voice cracking. "Just one winter. He'll kill us. I swear we'll leave come spring." Daniel saw the bruises, purple and yellow, old and new. The terrified children clinging to their mother's skirt. The blood on her split lip. He lowered the gun and stepped aside. "Get inside. Before you freeze to death." For weeks, they hid. Sarah cooked meals that filled the house with warmth. She mended Daniel's clothes, humming songs he'd forgotten existed. The children brought laughter back to rooms that had been silent tombs. Little Emma picked wildflowers and left them on Daniel's table. Tommy asked 100 questions about horses and cattle. Baby Grace smiled at him with missing teeth. Daniel remembered what a home felt like. What a family sounded like. But Jacob was hunting. And Jacob always found what he hunted. He came on a bitter February morning, drunk and screaming, demanding his property back. His horse trampled Sarah's garden. His curses shattered the peaceful dawn. Daniel stepped onto the porch, rifle in hand. "She ain't property. And she ain't leaving." Jacob's face twisted with rage. "You gonna stop me, old man?" "If I have to. She's my wife. Those are my children. You got no right." A man who beats his wife and terrorizes his children ain't got no rights at all. Jacob's hand moved toward his pistol. "I'll kill you. Then I'll kill her. Then I'll teach those brats what happens when." Daniel was faster. The shot rang out clean and final. Jacob fell face first into the snow, his blood turning it crimson. When the sheriff came, the whole valley came with him. 20 witnesses swore Jacob drew first. 20 more spoke of Sarah's scars, the broken arm that never healed right, the burns from when Jacob held her hand over the stove, the night he'd beaten her so badly the doctor thought she'd die. The children testified too. Little Tommy showed the judge the marks on his back from his father's belt. Emma whispered about the nights they hid in the cellar. The judge ruled it self-defense in under an hour. Spring came early that year. Sarah planted flowers by the porch where Daniel had saved her life. The children called him Pa without anyone telling them to. And on a quiet Sunday morning, with wildflowers in her hair, Daniel asked Sarah a question. She said yes. They married under an oak tree, with the whole valley watching. Emma was the flower girl. Tommy stood proud beside Daniel. Baby Grace clapped her tiny hands. Sometimes the bravest thing a woman can do is run. And sometimes the bravest thing a man can do is stand. Love isn't always easy. But it's always worth fighting for. Because real love doesn't hurt. Real love protects. Real love heals. And sometimes, in the frozen heart of winter, love blooms where you least expect it.